Let's talk about how to find and attract good women, loyal women. How exactly do you find good women? Why do they pass you by? Why do you feel invisible to the kind of woman you want most? Do you ever ask these questions? You know that you would treat her right, but it never works out. She kindly turns you down, or you never even turn her head. Today, we're going to talk about why this happens and how you can finally be the guy who turns her head, steals her heart, and makes her yours forever. I'm talking about a good, loyal, feminine woman who wants an authentic, deeply connected, lifelong love with you. Because yes, those women definitely do exist. But most men have no idea how to find or attract her. Thankfully, as a coach who's been doing this for many, many years, I do know the strategies to find and attract her. So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. My name is Melannie. I'm a Christian dating coach for men and your go-to source to learn how to make attraction, love, and connection feel effortless. If you're looking for a wholesome approach to dating and relationships, no mind games, no tricks, no sleazy tactics, then you're in the right place. So make sure you subscribe. So I want you to just think about this for 1 second. Why do you want a good woman? Why are you looking for a good woman? Because she'll respect you, right? She'll show you love and affection. She'll be a woman that you can trust, that you can count on. She'll support you and encourage you. A good woman is someone you'd be happy to spend the rest of your life with. Right? A good woman is someone you would be delighted to wake up next to every single day. Does this sound about right? Well, these are the same reasons a good woman wants to marry a good man. She wants a man she can trust, a man who will be loyal to her, someone delightful to spend her life with. Something high-value women are always asking themselves. I'm not talking about toxic women. I'm not talking about emotionally immature women. Instead, I'm talking about emotionally mature, high-value women. Something they're always asking themselves as they're getting to know a guy is he going to be a good husband? Is he going to be a good father? And by the way, you should obviously be asking this about her as well. Is she going to be a good wife? Is she going to be a good mother? Now, because this is at the forefront of her mind when she's interacting with you, it's pretty important that you know how to show her that you're that kind of man, right? Of course. But how do you do that? Because if she doesn't see that, if that message isn't getting through, even if it's true, she'll pass you by. Now, thankfully, making things automatic is exactly what I'm all about and what I'm here to help you with. And the first step is to know what traits appeal to a good woman, because a good woman is attracted to a good man. Because good men date good women date good men, and you marry who you date. So let's go over some of the most powerful ways to show a good woman that you are a good man. Number 1 is that you are a safe place for those who are weaker than you. Taking care of the weak, being a safe place, is one of the most masculine, good things you can do. This is a true definition of a leader, someone who takes care of those who are weaker than you, someone who is kind to people. So definitely this means to be her safe place and to take good care of her. But this also means she's paying attention to how you treat animals. She's paying attention to how you treat children, the elderly, the waitress. She's paying attention to how you treat people. And I don't even begin to understand how to explain to you the feeling a woman gets when she knows that this man owns his true masculinity and owns the role of a leader by being a safe place for those who are weaker. That right there is one of the sexiest things you can do. She sees you as someone she can respect. She sees you as someone who is confident and masculine and protective and strong. So many people think that to be strong, you have to be rough. But instead, being able to open up and be a little bit more vulnerable and take care of others is what truly makes you strong. The second way to show good women that you're a good man that they want to marry so they stop passing you by is that you make a plan instead of making excuses. Let's face it. We've all done it. Excuses are much easier to make sometimes than a plan, or at least they feel easier. But in reality, it's kind of harder because then you never achieve what you want. Anyone can make excuses, but a real man wants to improve. He has a growth mindset and is looking for ways to improve and become better. By doing this, he is naturally going to be magnetic to a woman who's doing the same thing. People who have a growth mindset are the sexiest people alive because they're always improving. They're becoming a better partner. None of us ever reach the point where we've just arrived. We always should be working and improving, not in a way of, oh, I'm so terrible, I need to become better, but in a way that's just always lifting yourself to higher ground, appreciating your good qualities now, and getting even more of them. This type of man utterly refuses to believe that his dream relationship is unrealistic. Instead, he's committed to learning how to make it real and then following through. So again, he doesn't sit around making excuses about it. He makes a plan for how he will achieve it. And by the way, if you're this kind of man, I invite you to join me in my academy when enrollment opens in August, because this is literally what we're all about. Another great resource in the meantime is my free guide, 17 Traits Christian Women Want Most in a Man. Not only will you know what Christian women are looking for in the man of their dreams, but I'm also going to give you some quick tips to give you a jump start and help you get started. There is a link to this free guide in the description below and a link in the pinned comment. It's super easy. You just go to the page and enter your first name and email so I know where to send it, and it is yours. So make sure you take advantage of that resource so you know what high value, godly women want and not toxic, immature people. The next thing you need to know about how to show a good loyal woman that you are a good loyal man is that you are authentic and empathetic. Basically, you're real and authentic, and so she knows she can be real and authentic with you. Have you ever been around someone where you just kind of feel like, okay, I can't really be my own real self, and you kind of feel awkward and nervous and uncomfortable? Nobody wants to be in a relationship like that. At the end of the day, yes, we should always be trying to improve, but we are still human, and we need to be able to let our hair down, so to speak, and just be authentically ourselves. Many people right now are teaching toxic habits that make it impossible to connect emotionally. These tactics are very kind of standoffish, they're kind of cold, they're about being dominant and forcing someone to respect you, kind of this iceberg of a person. But let me ask you this, do you want a connected relationship? Do you want a satisfying relationship, a warm and fulfilling relationship? If you do, which I'm sure you do, then you must be willing to be vulnerable. That's just how relationships work. You cannot be close emotionally if you're not vulnerable first. It's just about knowing who is worth being vulnerable with. Showing her that you are an authentic person is going to attract a very authentic woman. She's going to love that about you and see you as someone she wants to commit fully to, especially in a world where many people are playing inauthentic mind games. You are definitely going to stand out. The next key thing is that you build confident habits. If you want to show a good woman that you're a good man, you have to be proactive about building and maintaining confident habits, because yes, confidence is a habit. We often think in our world that people are just born confident. And yes, some people have a little bit of a head start due to personality or how they were raised. But at the end of the day, if they don't maintain those confident habits, they will lose it. This is something I know very personally as someone who had a lot of confidence, then unfortunately had a lot of toxic relationships, and my confidence was shattered. That's why teaching you these confident habits is one of my favorite things to teach you in my academy, because I had to rebuild that confidence, and it's something that I continue to maintain. As long as I do that, my confidence stays high. It's why confidence is one of the fastest results men see when they apply what they learn in my academy. A good man chooses to believe what God has said about him and chooses to develop those confident habits instead of living in the shadows. You are much more effective on God's team when you're confident and have healthy self-respect. A good woman wants a confident, masculine leader. She wants a man she can trust and turn to. A man who knows how to set appropriate boundaries and shows up. The next way to show a good woman that you're a good man so you become absolutely magnetic to her is that you build your relationship with God. You proactively build your relationship with God. Honestly, this is the most important thing to do. The most important thing we can do is truly take time to get to know God, to get to know who He is and how He feels about us. Pray to Him, ask Him how He feels about you and what He wants you to do on this earth. We all have things unique to ourselves that only we can accomplish. And with His help, we can do things incredible to help build God's love on this earth. Here's a really good way to think of it. If you had a really good friend and you stopped talking to them and you stopped having anything to do with them, would your relationship with them be good? Absolutely not. The relationship would totally die, right? Maybe you'd still love each other, but you really wouldn't have much of a friendship at all. The same is true with our relationship with God. You have to talk to Him, pray to Him. You have to get to know who He is and what He says about you. Read your scriptures. As we spend time with God in these ways, our relationship with Him grows. We feel His love, and when we feel His love, a beautiful thing happens because it starts to spill out to others, and others can feel His love as well. And that kind of a man is an incredibly attractive man. That's the kind of man she could see leading a household. She feels her heart is safe with you because she knows your heart is on God and obviously loves her as well. But when your heart is focused on God, you are always someone she can trust. You will be loyal to her. You will be good. Do you see how showing her you're a good man is going to be irresistible to a good woman? A woman who is looking for a good husband is going to find these traits completely irresistible. So if you're tired of her passing you by, if you're tired of feeling invisible, these are some key things to focus on. Now, obviously, in my academy, I'm going to break things down and get into a lot more detail with you about how to present yourself in the way you look and how to create emotional connection with her. And enrollment does open in August. I only open enrollment twice a year, so you want to make sure you're paying close attention to that. If you don't yet have my guide, 17 Traits Christian Women Want Most in a Man, make sure you grab that. I will certainly be sending out emails, so you want to make sure you're on my email list. Let's do a quick recap of everything you've just learned. 5 ways to show a good woman that you are a good man and become completely magnetic to her. Number 1 is that you are a safe place for those who are weaker than you. Number 2, you make a plan instead of making excuses. Number 3, you're authentic and empathetic. Number 4, you build confident habits because yes, confidence is a habit. And number 5, you proactively build your relationship with God. That right there, honestly, is one of the sexiest things any man can do. Thank you so much for watching, my amazing friend. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment and let me know. And if you have a friend who would enjoy this video, please make sure you share it with him. I've been sharing some amazing things, very fun things in my Instagram and Facebook stories. So if you don't yet follow me there, why not? You should totally follow me there. There's links in the description below. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. Sometimes I think I'm very funny. Okay, all the time I think I'm very funny, but sometimes I'm funnier than others. Guess what? I made myself a special shirt. That's my Attractive by Default shirt. Why did I do that? So I made a whole bunch for you guys in my store. Hopefully you've checked them out. Get yourself one. And I designed them for guys, which is fabulous for you, but not quite as flattering on me. I decided I wanted one that was just for me, so I made one just for me. But let's talk for just a quick second. Why am I so passionate about this whole Attractive by Default concept? Well, let me ask you this. Wouldn't it be cool if you could make attraction, love, and connection feel effortless? That would be amazing, right? No more exhaustion, no more pretending to be someone you're not. Instead, it just feels automatic. Well, that's completely possible. That's exactly what I teach my clients how to do. That's why I call these specific things Attractive by Default traits. When you turn them into habits, your default setting is attractive, which is why Attractive by Default is exactly where you want to be. So getting your t-shirt that says Attractive by Default helps you remember that as you apply these principles, your default setting is attractive. Pretty fabulous, right? So now I have my shirt. If you don't have yours yet, you need to get it. So make sure you check that out as well. Hello, Secret End of the Video Club. Guess what our word is for today? Peaches. Why is it peaches? Because have you ever had a peach shake? It's so good. I think peaches might be my favorite fruit, but I don't get them very often, which is truly sad. But I did have a peach shake not too long ago, and it was very good. So we're celebrating that. By the end of the video word today is peaches. Thank you for humoring me and leaving that. I'm so delighted to see so many of you who watched to the end of the video. And never forget that you're awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.